Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be introducing you to biology. What is biology? What are the divisions in biology? How many branches are there? What are their roles? But before we dive into all of that, let's first discuss that what is science. Science is basically the combination of three things which are observation, experimentation, and the third one is the logical conclusion. These are the three basic steps. From the basis to the higher level, these are the three steps that helps us to study any discipline. Even if you take an example of a pen, if I am going to look at it, if I don't know what is the purpose of this pen, the first thing I'll be doing is observing with my senses. I'll touch it. I'll see कि इसका color क्या है. इसका color black है. I will see what is the texture of this pen, right? These are the observations that I'll make. Then I'll do experimentation with it. कि ये करता क्या है. It is used for writing. This is the conclusion that I deducted from it by experimenting on it, right? So this is how these three steps play their role. First, observation is made, then experimentations are done, and then on the basis of those experimentation, a logical conclusion is drawn. Now, science consists of many disciplines. There are large number of disciplines: biology, chemistry, physics, astronomy, geography, large number. But the basic discipline that we are going to be discussing today is the biology. Biology is derived from two Greek words, which are bios and logos. Bios meaning life, bios meaning life, and logos meaning to study. In simpler word, we can say that it is the study. So the definition of biology, we can say that it is the study of life, of living organisms, different aspects of living organisms. These can include the forms of living organisms, structures of living organisms, every single aspect we can deal with within the biology related to the living organism. Okay? Now the next thing that we need to discuss is the divisions of biology. What are the divisions? How biology is divided? There are three major divisions of biology. The first one is the zoology. Then comes the botany. And the third one is the microbiology. Now, one by one, we'll see what do they mean. The first one is the zoology. You can understand just by looking at the word zoo. किससे related होता है हमारे पास zoo? Zoo is related to animals, right? So zoology is the study of animals. There are a number of different animals that are present in the planet Earth, which are lion, cat, etc. These are all studied. Every single feature of them is studied under the branch zoology. Then comes botany. The word botany is derived from a Greek word which means herbs or grasses, right? So this study of plants is known as botany. Everything related to plants we will study under botany. For example, we can take the example of poppy plant, right? Poppy plant, what is the function of poppy plant? It is responsible for the production of opium. And what is opium? Opium is a painkiller. It is used to relieve pain. Then comes the third branch, microbiology. The word micro, it is representing microscopic organisms. And what are microscopic organisms? Microscopic organisms basically those organisms which we cannot see through naked eye. हमें माइक्रोस्कोप का यूज करना पड़ता है फॉर दैट, राइट? These are the microscopic organisms. And when we'll study about microscopic organism, then that branch will be known as, or that division will be known as microbiology. Number of microorganisms are there. Some of the examples are bacteria, viruses, fungi, etc. These are all studied under the microbiology. So these are the three major divisions, which are zoology, botany, and microbiology. Now comes the branches of biology. These three divisions are further divided into the branches, number of branches of biology. The first one is the morphology. So what does the word morph mean? It's derived from Greek language, and its meaning is shape. And we already know what is the meaning of logy, to study. So what are we going to study in morphology? We are going to study the form and structure of living organisms, obviously, right? Form and structure of living organisms. For example, if we study the form and structure of, or if we study the morphology of poppy plant, right, we'll see what color its petals are, what type of flower it has, how many petals are there, what kind of stamens are there, what kind of carpels are there. These are all the features which will be studied under the morphology of the poppy plant. Right? This is the first branch. Then comes the second branch, that is the anatomy. When we look at the word anatomy, it is also derived from a Greek word, ana, meaning up, and tomi, meaning cutting. So we can say anatomy is basically dealing with the dissection. And what do we do when we dissect something? We are going to study their internal structure. So anatomy, what is anatomy? Anatomy is the study of the internal structure of living organisms. For example, if we study the anatomy of heart, we'll study how many chambers are there in the heart, what kind of valves are there, what kind of arteries are there, what kind of veins are there. These are all the features that we will be studying under the anatomy of heart. So we can say the example of the anatomy is the study of the anatomy of heart or study of anatomy of kidney. Number of things are there. We are basically dealing with the study of the internal structure. Now this brings us to the third definition, that is the cell biology. The name is indicating simply it deals with the study of cell. But we have to understand what is cell. Cell is basically the basic unit of life. Every single life starts with a single cell, which then undergo division, multiply होता है वो, then वो multiply होकर different structures बनाता है, different organs बनाता है, and then it will lead to a formation of an individual, right? So cell is the basic unit of life. Along with the cell, it also deals with the study of cell organelles. Now, what are cell organelles? Cell organelles are subcellular structures. Those structures which are present within the cell. For example, it can be nucleus, it can be ribosome, endoplasmic reticulum. Number of organelles are there. These are also studied under the cell biology. Another thing that is studied is the cell division. सेल डिवाइड किस तरह होता है, सेल डिवाइड क्यों होता है, क्यों ग्रोथ रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, क्यों मेटाबॉलिज्म की रिक्वायरमेंट होती है, व्हाई व्हाट रोल सेल इज प्लेइंग इन दैट. These are all studied under cell biology. And when we talk about cell division, there are two types, mitosis and meiosis. These will be covered under the cell division. Okay? So these are the examples basically. Cell biology deals with the study of cell, cell organelles, and cell division. Then comes the fourth one, which is the physiology. Again, physiology is derived from a Greek word, physis, that means nature. To find out the nature of something, that what does it do, right? So physiology is basically dealing with the study of the functions of different parts of living organisms. For example, if we'll have to discuss what is the function of limbs, our limbs is used to move. It is used for the movement of the living organism, right? What is the function of the heart? It pumps the blood. So these are all the things that are studied under the physiology. Then comes the next branch, that is genetics. The name is indicating it deals with the study of genes. And what is genes? Genes is the basic unit of inheritance. So what is inheritance? Basically, it deals with the transfer of characteristics from parents to offspring, from one generation to the other generation. जितने भी हमारे features हैं, हमारी habits हैं, हमारे characteristics हैं, they are somewhat similar to our parents, right? So all these things are transferred to us in the form of genes that basically consist of DNA. So the study of genes and inheritance and its role in inheritance basically comes under the genetics, right? The next definition for the branch is the embryology. It deals with the study of embryo. Now the question arises, what do you mean by embryo? Embryo hota kya? This is the question now. Embryo is basically the early stage of development in a multicellular organism, the starting of life. Before the cell divides and it results in the formation of different structures, organs, and then ultimately into an individual. बिल्कुल स्टार्ट में जब एक लाइफ स्टार्ट होती है एट द बिगिनिंग, एट द राइट बिगिनिंग, दैट इज नोन एज एम्ब्रियो. For example, in human beings, within the mother's womb, which will then embryo will the cell in an embryo will then start dividing and will result in the formation of different organs, different structures, right? Similarly, in plants, within the seed, an embryo is present, and that embryo will then result in the formation of a baby plant, and that baby plant will result in the formation of a complete plant, right? So this is the embryo, and we studied embryo under embryology, and also the development of that embryo into a complete individual, how it develops. This will all be studied under this branch. Now comes the next branch, that is the taxonomy. Taxonomy basically deals with the naming and classification. दो चीज़ें आती है इसके अंदर हमारे पास, एक नेमिंग आती है, दूसरी हमारे पास आती है classification. When we look at the word taxonomy, it is derived from a Greek word that means arrangement. The meaning of the taxonomy is the arrangement. So what do you mean by naming and classification? Classification is the division of living organism into groups and subgroups. Number of groups are there: kingdom, phylum, class, order, species, genera. These are all the groups in which living organisms are divided, right? The human beings belong to the kingdom Animalia. Similarly, there are large number of kingdoms there. Every single living organism is divided into those or placed into those kingdoms based on their characteristics. When we talk about naming, naming is the scientific names. What are the scientific names which are given to the living organism? For example, in case of humans, the scientific name is Homo sapiens. This is the scientific name. These are all studied under the branch taxonomy. Now comes the next branch, that is the paleontology. Paleontology. Again, this is derived from a Greek word that means old being or ancient being. It is dealing with the fossils. Now, what are fossils? Fossils are the remains of living organisms, remains of plants, remains of animals, remains of bacteria, remains of fungi, every living organism that have been replaced by the rocks or other material. Those are known as fossils. And these are all studied under the branch paleontology. The first fossil that immediately comes into our mind. कौन सा है? That is dinosaurs fossils. उसका फायदा क्या था? When we found those fossils, we studied their characteristics, we studied their forms, we studied their structures. उनके features क्या थे? These were all studied because of this branch that is known as paleontology, right? Then comes the next branch, which is the environmental biology, right? Again, name is indicating it deals with the obviously with the environment, how living organisms are going to interact with the environment. That is the basis of this branch. What are we doing to the environment? What are the benefits we are providing to the environment? What are the disadvantages we are providing to the environment? The most common, you can say that the harm that we are causing nowadays is the most common harm that we are doing to this environment is the global warming effect, right? This occurs because of the burning of the fossil fuels. A number of different gases are being used, are being trapped inside the earth. इसकी वजह से global warming occur कर रही है. Similarly, pollution, deforestation. Certain benefits are also provided by us. Those benefits are like afforestation. Afforestation usually means the development of forest in an area जहाँ पर पहले कुछ ना हो, right? So number of good things are also being done, but mostly we are harming this environment. And all of these things are studied under the environmental biology. Then comes the next definition, that is the sociobiology. The name is indicating again. It deals with the social behavior of animals or living organisms. उनका social behavior क्या है? How do they live in this earth? सबसे common example if we take is the ants. We look at ants. What is their social behavior? They work together to gather their food, right? To get their food, and then they store it because so that it becomes a reservoir for the next season. This is their social behavior. This is how they act. So these social behaviors are studied under the social biology. The next branch is the parasitology. Now, what is parasitology? This is the study of parasite. You can simply say that it is the study of parasite. And what is a parasite? This is the question. Parasite is a word derived from Greek language, which means grain or food. This is an organism that lives on a host. एक host के ऊपर है. Host कोई भी living organism होगा. He stays on that host and harms it, and in turn takes shelter and food from that organism. Okay? So parasites are the living organisms that live on those hosts and harm them and take shelter and food from them. So parasitology deals with the study of parasites. Number of parasites are there. Viruses, bacteria, fungi. These are all parasites that lives on the other living organism and they cause harm to them. So this is parasitology. Then comes the biotechnology. Now, what is biotechnology? Biotechnology is basically an application that is being commonly used nowadays. इसमें होता क्या है कि living organisms को लिया जाता है and we extract certain benefit substances from it which are then used for the welfare of mankind. Medications बनाई जाती हैं, medicines बनाई जाती हैं, food लिया जाता है, different things are extracted from those living organisms. Most common example अगर मैं आपको दूं तो that is the penicillin, the first antibiotic that was developed from fungus. Fungus itself is a living organism, right? So we are deriving an antibiotic from that fungus, which is known as penicillin. So we are going to study the use of living organism for the benefit of mankind under the biotechnology. Then comes the next branch, that is the immunology. Again, the name is indicating it deals with the study of immune system. What is immune system? Immune system is the system in our body that fights against the foreign substances. That foreign substances can be a bacteria, it can be a virus, it can be dust particles. These are all the foreign substances that are not good for our body. So our immune system basically starts attacking these substances if they get enter in our body, right? This immune system basically comprise of WBCs, white blood cells, and number of white blood cells are present in living organisms. There are a number of types. Each fight with the particular type of the foreign substances, and all of these things are studied under the immunology. Okay? Then comes the next branch, that is the entomology. Derivation of this word again from Greek language, which means insect. So entomology is the branch that deals with the study of insects, like cockroaches, like caterpillar, ants. इन सब के जितने भी फीचर्स होंगे, जितने भी करेक्टरिस्टिक्स होंगे, that will be studied under entomology. Okay? So this is the branch of the biology. Then comes the next branch, second last branch that we are going to discuss today, is the pharmacology. It is derived from a Latin word, pharma, one, and that means drug. So in pharmacology, we are going to study drugs and their interaction with our body. किस तरह वो हमारी बॉडी के साथ इंटरैक्ट करेंगे, क्या चेंजेस लाएंगे हमारी बॉडी के अंदर, किस तरह दे विल बी बेनिफिशियल फॉर आवर बॉडी. This will all be studied under the branch pharmacology. For example, analgesics. Analgesics are the medicines that relieve pain. Painkillers के तौर पे use होती है. Aspirin, most common example of an analgesic, right? Antibiotics, which are used to kill bacterial infections. They are used to kill basically bacteria that are causing infection, right? So these are all studied under pharmacology. Last thing, or the last branch, is the molecular biology, also known as biochemistry. It deals with the molecules of life. Deals with the molecules of life. What are the molecules of life? Those molecules that make up the living organism. Proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, water, nucleic acid, number of molecules are there. These are all studied under the branch molecular biology or biochemistry. This concludes the basic branches of the biology. What we have studied today, we have learned the basic steps that are involved in science. What is the meaning of biology, and what does it deal with? What are the divisions of biology? What are the branches and how they play their role in the benefit or in the for the benefit of the mankind, for the benefit of the living organisms? These are all studied under this introduction of biology. The next thing that you need to understand is if the question comes from these branches, how you gonna present it? किस तरह questions आएंगे आपके पास board exams में from this topic? From this topic usually the questions comes in the form of short questions. Short questions के form में आएंगे. Short questions usually mark for about 2 marks, right? It can be like define morphology. How are you going to write the definition of morphology then? That is the question. अगर वो हमसे पूछ रहे हैं कि define morphology, the first thing that you are going to do is, this is how you are going to present it. You are going to give the heading of the definition, right? Then you'll write the definition of morphology. That is that it is the study of form and structure of living organisms, right? Second thing you are going to do is you are going to give an example. Study of the morphology of poppy plant, right? Study of morphology of human limbs. Any example that you can think of that is related to this branch, you can give in this short question. This will give you 100% marks. Okay? So this is how you are going to present your short question. Similarly, if this question, usually this question comes like define biology and its division for a long question of about 4 marks, 4 marks के लिए आता है हमारे पास वो. उसके अंदर आप लोग क्या करोगे? उसके अंदर you will give the definition of biology and then you will give the meaning of biology. उसके बाद जो है आप उसके divisions की जो है heading दोगे and then you will write the division one by one, just like this. If you are going to write zoology, you'll first give the heading of definition. Then you'll write the definition. And then you'll give the heading of example. Then you'll write the example. This is how you are going to present these things in your board exams. Okay? So I hope everything is clear from today's topic. It was just an introduction of biology and what are the divisions of biology and what are the branches of biology. These were all discussed. If you have got any question related to this, let me know in the comment section. If you have got any suggestion which will help me improve this, let me know that as well. Also, I'll be uploading individual topic videos. So if you have got, if you are having any difficulty learning anything related to biology, any topic related to biology, let me know in the comment section. I will surely discuss those topics as well and upload the videos. And looking forward to hear back from you. And subscribe to my channel, like it, share it. Till next time, bye bye.